Anyway, Aaron has decided in his final Hail Mary to drag his baby's mom and his current slam piece to court. I guess against Patrick Melton. So this is interesting because his number one witness, the mother of his kids, recently had an HRO against him, one that he violated, and has a 90-day suspended jail sentence hanging over his head, still currently from. Can they not bring that up in court? Like, that's weird. Like, hey, Your Honor, my first witness is this lady who bore my children, who just in the last year had an HRO against me that I violated. But now we're cool. Oh, so Moody's pointing out it's against both. So he's calling Slam Piece and Ashley as witnesses against, even if you want to go against Melton, who's covered, I think, steel toe longer than, let's say, Rekieta has. What do they have to do with the Nick thing? If I recall correctly, the only contact Nick Rekieta ever had with Slam Piece was when she followed him on social media. And then he followed her back and they chatted briefly. And then she unfollowed him and tried to make it look like, oh, look, he's following me. But like, I don't think what would they have to do with the Nick Rekieta stuff? What are you saying? They can attest to how scared and frightened and stressed Aaron is. Okay, but that doesn't matter. Who cares? I would be fucking scared, frightened, and stressed if I was Aaron on any level. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Hey, if it isn't the consequences of my own fucking actions. But like, that's still hearsay. What are they going to come in and go? Yeah, Your Honor, he's scared of Patrick Melton. Still sorry. That's I still have trouble getting through that. Sorry. Hey, Aaron, I just signed up for a website that Patrick Melton is part owner of that I'm making a pretty good amount of money on tonight. He could probably yank that for me at any time. Like, I don't understand. I'm not even scared. What are you doing? Why are you going around telling everyone how scared you are? I would, by the way, if I was scared of another guy on the internet, I still wouldn't admit it. You know? If I was genuinely scared of somebody and they were like, how do you feel about him? I'd be like, I ain't scared. I ain't scared of that bitch. Why would you admit that in public? So this is May 27th. Wow, this is like 2 months ago.
If Nick ever showed his face anywhere near me, which he never would, I ain't going to be the one who's going to need protection if he tries to pull that shit.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Aaron. Dismissed. I mean, now it's been played on this little piggy. I'm going to assume Melton's aware of this. Or so is Nick, at least. Nick's the one that this really counts for Nick. But I'm sure there has to be at least a dozen of these about Melton, too. About how he'll kick the shit out of Melton, too. Oh, no, the Nick one's getting thrown out, boyos.
Worried about Nick fucking Rekieta. Nick the Worm Rekieta. Like I said, if we wanted to save Creator Clash with that card, with that fight, in order to make it fair, round 1, no punching from me. Round 2, southpaw. If he can't get the job done by round 3, I'll put him out of his misery. I mean, he shows up in my fucking driveway.
You fucking kidding me? And let me tell you something. I would beat the brakes off that pussy ass Nick Rekieta in an instant. And you know what? You don't believe me? I'll go into a court and I'll swear on a stack of Bibles that I would slap the shit out of Nick Rekieta. Oh no. Oh no, Aaron. Wait, what happened?
You don't think that I could make him part of the pavement if he tried some shit? I am not. You know, one of the wonderful things about knowing how to fight is you don't have to brag about knowing how to fight. You can let the reality do the talking.
Yeah, is that it? I gotta play it now.
Part of the furniture. Oh, why do we call them bugs? Because
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Oh, you fucking
You suck, Aaron.
I don't have a giant kickstand hog. I mean, I'm not upset with it. I'm not angry with it, you know. I'm happy.
I have what I call an adequate piece of equipment.
Like I said, you seen one, you seen mine. Yeah, people saying Nick misses your dick. It's creepy. It's weird. People were emailing me. They're like, you have to get an HRO, blah, 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 and this and that. And I'm like, you know, I know maybe I'm just built different, and I know I am.
Oh, no.
Like, to me,
oh, no, he's specifically hypothetically. Now he's, oh, my God. He's building a hypothetical of why he shouldn't get an HRO. He's arguing against himself here. Oh, no. Oh, Aaron. Aaron, I'm from the future. Whatever you're about to say, go for it. I think I have a good feeling. You're on this. This is going to be another win for the toe.
Just, it's internet shit, you know? It has no bearing on my everyday. It has no bearing on my life. The only bearing it has on my life.
They think they know what your dick looks like.
Right. The only bearing it has on my life is I look at it and I go, oh, this guy's in rough shit. I'm just like, this guy's in a bad place. And and then everything else, like you can tell.
Hey, by the way, guys, thank you for getting us to third place tonight. Let's fucking go. Who the fuck is Carl? Who are these podcasts? Bubba the Love Sponge. Never heard of him. Yeah, it's your boy tonight. Let's fucking go. We're number 3. We're bronze. I'll take it.
Well, he still hasn't come to grips with what he's done because he's coping and lying, and they'd ask him about different stuff, and you'd just be like, well, that's just demonstrably not true and a clear contradiction of everything you said. It's like he's like the Joker in The Killing Joke, where he's like, if I'm going to have a past, I'd prefer it be multiple choice. You know?
That's
he's
what?
just like, oh, yeah, my nanny left. And that's why April was spending so much time.
Killing Joke references, I bet were really big in morning radio. I bet all the normies understood that reference.
And they're like, no, that's not it. No, sorry. And also, he said the nanny left because of a bad breakup.
Just like said for your first night, fuck yeah, take it. Hey, listen, I'm not fucking done yet. All right, we got like 4 super tips we still got to play. I'm here for like probably another hour. I'm going fucking for number 1. No, I'm kidding. But let's I'll take number 3. That was pretty tight.
I heard what the nanny said. The nanny said she couldn't take this shit anymore, and she couldn't be in that house of degeneracy and disgustingness anymore. She needed something more wholesome. There was no breakup. There was no bad breakup she was going through. She was fine.
She's happy and well off.
Right. Those people were the only stressor in her life. Let's be very
problem
clear.
With her job was her job, so she found a different one.
Well, and then like McBuster says, yeah, it wasn't the cocaine at all. He also said, Oh, yeah. I always brought the giant safe, the big lockbox full of drugs with me whenever I went somewhere. I will attest as eyewitness, that's also a lie. I mean, that it just was. There were many times where he would come home from something stressed out or angry, like a family thing or something, and he'd go right into that drawer in the bathroom. He'd pull out the big thing and he'd put it up. But also,
is this what he does?
Don't tell that lie. That's a bad lie to tell, because then you're telling people every time you had your kids in the car, you were driving around, you were driving your kids around
box of drugs
with a thing.
I can't wait for the civil case. I really can't. Oh, Moody's got another one? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, man, I was on the show with Moody one time, and I've said it to him on his show. I want to say it publicly on Nightwave. Just want to make it very clear. Moody, if I ever piss you off or offend you in any way, just give me a chance to apologize. That's all I'm asking, right? If I ever wrong you in any way, I'd rather you just express that to me, and I can apologize, and we can all fucking move on. Feel good? Okay. I just want to make sure. I don't ever want to just find out Moody's got it out for me.
Now threatening to sue people who are criticizing him. Here's the problem. The internet's an ugly place. The internet's a nasty place full of some of the dumbest people you're ever going to meet in your life. And if you don't learn to treat them like the dumbest people ever, you're going to have a rough go of it. Also, you wanted to be a public figure online. If you want to be a public figure online, you'd better develop rhinoceros skin, and you better learn to roll with shit and have a sense of humor about it, because you ain't going to be able to sue people for defamation.
I should have pointed out, this is from April 3rd, 2025, throughout Aaron's ups and downs. This is 3 months ago, 3.5.
Bro, a public figure suing for defamation is nearly impossible. I mean, name somebody who's won. Hulk Hogan, look what had to happen to him. They had to release.
He had Peter Thiel in his corner.
A tape against his will of him fucking somebody.
I want it on record. I think this is the thing that you people always get wrong. Like, I get for the purposes of the meme, it makes more sense to say, oh yeah, fucking Hulk Hogan leg dropped Gawker. Hulk Hogan ended Gawker. That's not what happened. Hogan was so broke he couldn't even afford to sue Gawker. What happened was, and this is the real story, and it's relevant now because of all the power this guy is wielding, Peter Thiel didn't like that Gawker was constantly getting leaked stories about Peter Thiel's fun gay boy nights. And every time Peter Thiel would go out and have a fun little gay boy night, by the way, nothing illegal, nothing underage, just gay boy nights. You know, Peter Thiel liked to be around young twinks, and young twinks meaning young 20s, whatever, but, you know, young twinky guys, and he'd have his little twink fests, little freak-offs. And Gawker was constantly going after Peter Thiel. You don't cross Peter Thiel. So, since Peter Thiel could never get Gawker on any of the stories they wrote about him, because they were always like tee-hee, blind item type shit, he got sick of it. And when Gawker crossed the line with Hulk Hogan, Peter Thiel approached Hulk Hogan and was like, you want to be a millionaire again? And he said, absolutely, brother. And he fucking paid for Hogan's entire legal fucking prosecution thing. Hired the fucking, like, flew in lawyers, like psycho fucking hitmen lawyers, like top 1% lawyers. And they came and fucked Gawker to death for Hulk Hogan. And Peter Thiel just went and rode off into the sunset. Let Hogan keep all the money. Which is why I'm telling you, man, I'm scared of this new era with Palantir and JD Vance. Like, we're coming to an era where I ain't fucking with Peter Thiel, homie. I just want it on record because I know Peter Thiel probably has an app that runs already right now that hears every time Peter Thiel gets said, Peter Thiel. And I just want Peter Thiel to know you're cool in my book, homie. I will stay to... do I think you're a sinister, evil guy who's going to take over the world? Yes. But am I going to stay the fuck out of your motherfucking way? Yes. I'll be a real obedient Mr. Thiel there. Oh, Mr. Teal Master, I'll be a real obedient for enough money. I think Palantir is just fine, Mr. Teal. Virgie, Peter Thiel is a hero, and I support him for saving our nation. That's how we feel. That's how we feel about you there, Mr. Teal. We don't want to get in your way, man. Just tell us where to stand, so we don't have to take a bullet at the next fucking fake assassination attempt.
I mean, if you're a talking head, like, look, Alec Baldwin would be winning lawsuits left and right.
And Peter Thiel, I'm not even kidding you. If you want to hire me just to have me walk around the offices of Palantir talking like that all day for you, I'll do that. I will humiliate myself for a billionaire. You know?
Right. If just talking shit about a famous person, true or untrue, was legally actionable, he'd be making his living on lawsuits. Name your favorite personality. If you're a public figure, any lawyer who tells you, oh, yeah, we can get you a defamation case for what these people on the internet are saying about you, you've got the worst lawyer in the world.
Hey, Peter Thiel, you know that girl Elle? She does a lot of deep dives on you. You pay me enough, I'll fucking plant drugs in her car.
If you're a public
think I won't
figure, you're about as fair game as humanly possible. So when I hear people like Ethan Klein talking like this, it's embarrassing.
Everybody, that I was going to take this to the next level.
Is that it? Is that all of him yelling about fucking being a public figure? Hey, Aaron, you're killing your own case here, bud. Aaron just keeps fucking digging a hole, man. And it's one thing if you want to be that way. A lot of people do that shit on the internet, and that's fine. But why are you dragging your baby's mom and Slam Piece? I'm sure Slam Piece has a job. She has to take off that day to come in to deal with your internet bullshit. Do you know how childish that is? Do you know how shitty I would feel if I was dating a woman and she had to deal with in any way my internet shit? Bavarian Viking for 5 said, Aaron literally admiring that he's the reason there was a warrant for the safe in the first place. Oh, he loves it. He loves it. Aaron keeps pulling the strings, but he just keeps getting wrapped up in the fucking strings. He's killing himself. He's going to strangle himself. He's unbelievable. I still got to play the clip from today. Let's do this, though, because these are piling up. You guys are being very generous tonight.
Dismissed? But, Your Honor, how do I explain this to Cheetos?
Poor Cheetos.
You only talk about Owen, talk about me. Me. Also, here is an HRO.
I've had Aaron literally serve multiple HROs on me in one night.
Listen here, Mersh. When I'm through with Nick Rekieta, there won't be a drop of semen left in his balls for him to threaten me with. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Another win for the toe.
There won't be a drop of semen left for him to threaten me with. That was fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ, boys. What is wrong with you? Hey, can I say something, though? Brandon Harris, I know a couple of these guys. These are my guys. So I just want to say the Nightwave audience has taken to the Super Tips format very quickly. You guys are getting it, that's all I ask. You guys absolutely understand how this works.
Imagine calling your ex into court to testify under oath how legitimately scared of another man you are. What a pussy. And I would know because I, too, am a huge pussy. Cheers.
So that's where I'm at, Your Honor. I need this HRO because my cum donor, scary stalker makes me fear for my life.
Judge Dix Insider here. So you're sure you don't have 90 minutes of footage calling this supposed stalker a lanky little puss that you, quote, will steamroll into your asphalt?
Correct, sir. When I think of that rod that filled my blonde vixen, I simply piss my skivvies. Please don't accept any clips of the contrary, Your Honor.
That's it. Case closed. Jesus. Aaron, this is what the internet thinks of you now. It's like, it is what it is. This is how it is forever. It's going to take you years to crawl out of this fucking hole you made for yourself.
Please don't.
Does Aaron just believe everything?
Please don't post links. Just don't post links. That would be, oh God. Oh, poor Will. I mean, that's just a lost soul. That's a kick that started left and stayed left, unfortunately. Hulk Hogan Baby says, you know how hard my work days were when you streamed with her? See, that's what it is. Well, you guys hung in there for years then, without telling me. Stray says, the butter dish was our Rubicon. Never forget. All right. I guess, look, the butter dish hurt you guys more than it hurt me. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being a true friend, because
Virgie's calling him Will. I work in media, but like for real, Aaron Heron.
True friend stays mad for you long after you've stopped being mad. And this butter dish incident, it has really shaken you up. If it helps you feel any better, Gordy really likes SP a whole bunch. Like, they're like best buddies. So
why would any of us care about that? Of course the dog loves SP. She's a white woman. She probably fucks the dog. And that's just based on what white women do. It's a meme. Look it up.
Gordy doesn't remember. Or Gordy never gave a shit. So I want to give you guys something today that makes you feel a little bit better, because I'm just...
By the way, thank you guys. We're now number 3 in 24 hours. And guys, babow! Number 8 on the 7-day charts, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. We already broke the top 10 tonight. I've already dethroned Karmic X for the week. Nothing on the month yet. Nothing of all time is going to take a long time. But I'm crawling in. Look at that. Nightwave at 8. Number 8. And these motherfuckers take days off, these pussies. They only stream once in a fucking blue moon. I'm live every night. I'm going to be here every night with y'all. I'm taking this fucking platform over.
About like, I've let everyone down and I'm so sorry and blah, 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 and I'm going to take accountability and blah, blah. No. Taking accountability means you're honest about what happened.
You know what I mean? Like, it's I'll admit, right, that when I always say this, there's a reason why I always try to have a mixture of shit every night to cover. You can't obsess over one thing because you're going to chase off a portion of the audience. And I admit, when I cover Aaron, there is a small portion of the audience that still to this day, they don't see it. And that's fine. There's plenty of shit out there that's great that people try to show me and I can't see it. So I'm not judging them, but there are some people that come in here and go, I don't get the Aaron stuff, right? But a large portion of us have become addicted. And it's just, he's going to set a record. This guy is going to be the Cal Ripken. He's going to be the Cal Ripken Jr. of fucking, like, as far as showing up and playing every game, like most games played, Aaron has lived in a delusion for the longest period. Like, I've never seen a longer, more uninterrupted streak of delusion. Like, a lot of these people, when you cover them on the internet, you'll have like these typical people where there's at least a cycle where it's like, okay, you'll get like some crazy bitch like that bitch Brooke, and it'll be like, oh yeah, or Letitty, they'll get out of jail, they'll start streaming, they'll act normal at first, people start tuning in. And then eventually they start ramping up their behavior, and eventually they crash out. They go to jail, right? Boom, reset the cycle. They come back to jail, whatever. We're used to ups and downs. Like, where even the most delusional people we interact with on the internet, at some point we watch them like get some comeuppance. And they go, like Letitti's a great example. She goes to jail for months at a time. Some of these people, you know what I mean? Like get real fucking, but this guy has still faced no repercussions. So it's just been this high end. It's this never ending, sailing high, delusional, weird thing. And it's fascinating to me. Maybe it's because maybe his family, he has safety nets. Maybe he saved up his money and stuff before he met April, whatever. Like, you know, maybe there's some, you know, he has more safety nets, family helping him, whatever. You know, more better support group around him. But like some people, the bottom falls out a lot sooner for them. He hasn't been actually smacked with reality yet, and it's bizarre. And I'm telling you, when this shit snaps back in, okay, when this guy finally snaps, reality hits him like a ton of bricks, and he fucking kills himself. I've said it before, and I will say it again on this program. From day one, I have disavowed Patrick Melton and Nick Rekieta for all of the torturous shit they did to that poor guy. And I want it on the record that I was a mere journalist who observed from my little ivory tower. I never went to Minnesota. I never went to mess with him in real life. I just sit here in my studio and we laughed at him. But I want everyone to know I disavow and I am disgusted with what Patrick Melton and Nick Rekieta have done to this poor fella. And when he finally does fucking eat a gun, it wasn't this guy. Like Triple N said, I'm Homer Simpson sliding back in the bushes. Be like, yo, y'all shouldn't have been hard on my man like that. I don't know why you were so hard on Aaron. Poor boy himself. Now his kids are going to be going to Weird Al concerts by themselves.
Hit the follow button. Hit the like button. Okay, Doom, you're gone again. That's it. I'm so sick of you anyway.
Doom knows, and everybody else knows.
Doom knows. Doom's a clipper.
You're gonna go give Doom the opportunity to make a fucking internet platform to build his fucking business off the money he made from selling rotten tennis shoes? Man, people do not like you, do they, Doom? All of these people named Doom are the migrants that walked across the border. I literally asked you today to make my content go viral. Did you make my content go viral?